Eric Garage. Here we go. That's Eric.garage. Yes, Eric.garage. Here we go. Today's video we have crankshaft position sensor. Whatever crankshaft position sensor, you need to explain crankshaft position sensor, how it works. Yes, how it works, and then how you can use multimeter to test crankshaft position sensor to know that it's good or bad, and to know the reading of crankshaft position sensor. And at the same time, I'm here to tell you or to give you common symptoms of crankshaft position sensor. If you notice this common symptoms, then it's telling you that your crankshaft position sensor is not good. So right here, let's go. What is crankshaft position sensor? The explanation. So we have the crankshaft position sensor. That's how it works. Is that it detects the rotational speed, the RPM, and the position of the crankshaft. Yes, position of the crankshaft, and then converting this information into electrical signal. Yes, that this signal will send to ECU, that's the control board. Yes, that's the ECU of the vehicle. Yes, ECU of the vehicle. Then it starts to work. So as it sends the information, the signal to ECU, then this signal or the information, ECU use this signal or information to determine the fuel injection and then ignition. So usually the crankshaft position sensor send the signal or the information to ECU. ECU uses that information to determine the fuel injection. That is, we tell the ECU, we notice that is cylinder 1 or cylinder 2 or cylinder 3 or cylinder 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 will spray, right? Will spray that to a particular combustion chamber or particular cylinder, right? So every cylinder 1 will spray, this one will detect that is cylinder 1 has come out. Yes, the cylinder 1 has come to TDC. The cylinder 1 has come to TDC. So this one has to spray, or this one has to spray before the system starts. This is how the system of the car works, through crankshaft position sensor, right? Through crankshaft position sensor. And this sensor also help to ensure the smooth engine runs. Yes, itself. So it said ECU use the signal or information to determine the injection and the ignition, and also ensure engine to run smooth, or ensure engine runs smooth. So this is how it works. So immediately this one got spoiled or damaged, it gives you some common symptoms that it is telling you that your crankshaft is gone, right? Your crankshaft is gone. So sometimes when you start your car, certain woman came, or a customer came to me, and then she complained that she moves the car, she drives the car for some times or some minutes, then the engine went off. Then you have to wait for some time and start. It start again. It keep on. So as she brought the car, we diagnose the car, we do everything. The crankshaft is intact. Diagnosing is telling you that crankshaft is intact, but we notice that there is a connection, or the crankshaft is no good. So we change the crankshaft and connect it well, and then we put it and then start, and you run the car the whole day without any quenching fire, or without any problem. So this is how it works. So as you can see, this is a crankshaft position sensor. Let's see the types of crankshaft position sensor. You can see it's a magnet. So this magnetic one, that's called Hall effect. Yes, Hall effect. So as the crankshaft rotates, this magnet is working, is detecting the rotation, the rotor of the crankshaft. So it's sending the information to the ECU. So this how it is. It's a magnet. So it's a type of Hall effect. We call it Hall effect, right? So this is how it is, and then I'm going to show you how you can test it with multimeter. But first, let's check the common symptoms of fault or damage crankshaft position sensor. One is check light engine. So as check light engine came on your dashboard, you have to diagnose, right? Put a diagnostic machine to diagnose it and see, right? So you have to use your diagnostic machine to diagnose the car if you notice check lights on your dashboard. So you diagnose your car, and then the second one is difficulty starting. Difficult starting. You start your car, it will crank so many times or some minutes before it will start. Right? It will start. You think that it's a fuel system, like the the pump is no good or whatever, but it's this one can cause difficult starting to your car. You change pump, you do everything, you're still facing difficult starting. Check your crankshaft position sensor and your problem will solve. And then the three is engine stalling. Your engine will stall up. And then the four is rough idling. Yes, the rough idling is whereby you start your car in the idle. The car is on the idle, then you start and see that the car is shaking, like something vibrates. Yes, instead of the engine supposed to be calm and do and operate, it's rather vibrate or shaking, right? You will not get smooth running of your engine. It is called rough idling. So when your car is doing all those things, sometimes you thought is the spray or the you thought because of the spark plug or the injectors. Yes, the spark plug or the injectors is doing those things, but it's this small thing. Don't value it as small thing. The capacity this small sensor has is great. So the fifth one is poor acceleration. Let's say poor acceleration. When you are on the way, maybe you are in a hurry to go somewhere driving, so you want to overtake a car, then you step on the acceleration pedal, then instead of giving you some speed or the maximum of speed, the car is rather stall back, right? It doesn't give you that power or that speed that you want. As you change it and you won't expect the car to move in certain speed. It's rather relaxing, right? This crankshaft, check how to change it and then remove. And then the sixth one is misfiring. Crankshaft is how it's cause crankshafts cause misfiring. How? Because it's detecting the rotation of the crankshaft, right, in the position of the crankshaft, right. So as the ECU is using this sensor, this sensor is detecting the position, how the crankshaft is rotates. So immediately this one damage or 40, it give fault or false signal or information to the ECU. Instead of cylinder 1 has to spray, because it's delaying, it's give you cylinder 4 or cylinder 3. So the the firing order will mess up or is delayed, which cause the vibration or the misfiring processes. So you can change the spark plug, everything, you touch the bend gaskets and all over and all over. You do every sort of things, but still misfiring is there. Please and please again, check this sensor, right? Check this sensor. This sensor can put you into that mode, and you will forget yourself that you are a mechanic or you are great car owner or driver. So this is it. And then the seventh one is reduce gas mileage. It's reduce gas mileage. So this is the symptoms, common symptoms of the crankshaft processing sensor when it is faulty. So I'm going to test it and to give you and to tell you if this one is correct or wrong. So if you have one at home, you can test yourself that okay, I have crankshaft position sensor, or you want to remove your crankshaft position sensor to test it that it is good, because we are facing those challenges. So to test it, it is good. So I'm going to give you this, and I have the reading of the crankshaft position sensor. That's the ohms, the resistance of it. So we are going to check the ohms or the resistance of the crankshaft position sensor by using multimeter. So let's go. Yes. So when you check this, let's check. So this is my multimeter, right? So my multimeter is on right now. So I'll set it to kilo ohms. Yes. So I'll set it to kilo ohms. When we are my multimeter is digital, so I've set it to kilo ohms. And then when we are using the analog, that one you have that knot here, you put it to kilo ohms. So let's check either 200 kilo ohms, right? Or yes, then we check it. So let's go and then we see how it works. So this is it. First, we have the red cable or red probe cable, and then the black probe cable. So this red probe will go to volts, and then this one, black one, will go to comb. Yes. So as about to check, let's see how it read, right? How the reading is. How the reading is. So this is how it is. So let's see. So the red, and then the second, this sensor has two pins. So let's check the reading. This one is 1.0. this one is 1150, right? 1150. And then the correct or good or healthy crankshaft position sensor typically read between 200 and 1000 ohms going, but when it gives you zero, that means 0 ohms, it indicates that it has short circuit, right? It has short circuit. And if it's reading very high or infinite reading, is telling you that the sensor is 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 an open circuit. Yes, it's an open circuit. The sensor has an open circuit. So this one, we check, we get 1.150 ohms. Yes, 1.150 ohms, then is good, because this sensor is brand new sensor, is good sensor. So let's see. Yes, it's 1.149, right? 1.149. So this is how it works. This is how it works. So when you want to sure that your crankshaft position sensor is good, then you have to check it by multimeter. So if you want to be sure that your crankshaft position sensor is good, then you test it by multimeter, by using multimeter to test it, and it's reading between 200 and then 1000 ohms and the kilo ohms, right? Then that is good. When if it is zero, that means it has short circuit, and if it is very high reading or infinite reading, that's it has open circuit. So you have to change the crankshaft sensor, because I'm giving you the common symptoms of the crankshaft position sensor and how it can affect the engine performance. That you thought is normal things, and you change everything about the car, but the problem is still there. Cross check this sensor and your problem will be solved, and it cuts all your costs down. So as a mechanic, we tackle it.